What's up, friends? You get it too for today. I'm working on a project right now. Just something, project that I'm working on. But I thought that this would be a cool thing without the bass to show you the difference between time and feel, or the relationship between time and feel. Now, it is my strong belief. I was talking to some fellas in the band yesterday about time and feel, and we all agree that before you can understand feel, you have to understand time. First thing I'm going to do is, you see this project on the screen, and I am going to solo the drums. And I just want you to check this out. Check out how the drums feel. Now, this is a software instrument, Logic's drummer track, so you know it is a mechanical thing. But the drummer track in Logic allows you to do several different things. You see this little button, this little knob right here? You see that feel thing? You see how it's pulled way back? It is playing behind the beat, right? This is one of those things, like, you're like, damn, that feels good. If you can't put your finger on it, this is what it is. I don't care if it's drums, bass, whatever, right? Sometimes and skilled drummers can do this, where their kick will be like right there on the click, or their hi-hat will be right there on the click, on the grid, but their snare might be slightly behind, right? That creates a certain feel, a certain kind of a feel. Why am I saying anything besides feel? Listen to so here's what I mean, right? I just turned the metronome on. Listen to the click. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the time. Okay? That's the time. But now, listen to the drums in relation to that time. See what I'm saying? It's way back. Now, what happens if you see what I'm saying? So one way is ahead of the beat. The other way is slightly behind the beat. And there's the difference between time and feel. Before you can understand rhythm, you got to understand that pulse. Before you understand feel, you got to understand time, especially what beat 1 is. Let's listen to the bass. Excuse me. Let's listen to the bass, or basses in this case. Excuse me, along with the click. Now, you see that the bass is also behind the beat. I'll tell you how I was actually put this together sitting in a Starbucks, and yes, in a Starbucks, because it never stops. And I purposely wanted it to feel behind the beat. But when I'm making a track, typically in my mind, I'm like, I know that I'm going to want to put other musicians on it. I'm going to want to do, different things with it. So I do want there to be a grid template, right? But then I didn't play my bass part to the click. I played to the drums that I had programmed to be slightly behind the beat. So here it is, click. Now some people might think, you're dragging. No, it's not dragging. It is intentionally playing behind the beat. But let's unpack that a little bit. You know the 𝗗𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗡 type beats? I jokingly say that ain't for every drummer. Every drummer can't do that. You know what I mean? That ain't for everybody. Because in my experience, and this is not a slight on them, it's just like, there's things that I don't excel at. So anyway, I've played with guys before that want to do that type thing, that 𝗗𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗡 type thing, or the Questlove voodoo era type thing. And what happens is they start slowing down the tempo. Playing behind the beat doesn't mean that you change the tempo. The tempo stays the same. The beat never changes, right? So you hear this click, and it almost feels uncomfortable with just the click by itself. However, now it feels funky. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now, what I really wish, and I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. I mean, this technology is pretty amazing, especially for ideation. But because I will replace this with a real drummer. You see what I'm saying? But when I give him the track or the session to record to, they got to have that count in. You know what I mean? And something to play against. So not a whole lot to say about that. But while I was working on this project, I did want to hop on real quick and just show you that that's what you know when we talk about feel. In my strong opinion, if you can understand how to count to 4, at the very least, right? Count to 4. Half the battle is won. All right. If you have any questions about this, leave them in the comments of this video. Remember, you can try Groove School for 7 days free. Get it at 𝗗𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗡.com. Hit the Groove School link. It ain't rocket science, it's pocket science. I'm going to get back to my project. Peace.